picking and singing. When I woke up this morning, there was a notice on my door. Said, don't make me no coffin, dear, 'cause I won't be back no more. That's all she wrote. I sent your saddle home. Now my gal's short and stubby, sweet as she can be. And if that little old gal of mine ever gets a hold of me, that's all she wrote. I sent your saddle home. Well, Jonah got along in the belly of the whale and Daniel in the lion's den. But I know a man who didn't try to get along, and he won't get a chance again, and that's all she wrote. I sent your saddle home. I went down to the bank this morning. The cashier said with a grin, I feel so sorry for you, Buck, but your wife's done been in, and that's all she wrote. I sent your saddle home. Yeah, John. Oh, thank you. Dear John, I done sent your saddle home. It'll be there tomorrow. Right now, it's time for us to welcome a fellow we've been looking forward to having on the Porter Wagoner Show for a long, long time. A guy we have spent a lot of happy hours with back in the old Ozark Jubilee days and out on personal appearances. It's always a great pleasure to work with him because he's a real great entertainer. Let's make welcome Marvin Rainwater. Marvin, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you, Porter.
Boy, it's been a long time since we've been talking about you coming to our show. We've all been excited and looking forward to it.
Well, I'm real glad to be here. I'm up north too much. I'm going to have to come down south.
I know you are, man. You live up Washington now, don't
Up
you?
around Virginia, yes, right out of Washington, D.C.
Well, it's real good to have you here, and you got a real pretty song. Sing it good for us, will you?
All righty. Sometimes my mind gets to wandering back to my old hometown and a rundown shack. And late at night, when I lay me down, I cry a tear for Mama and my old hometown. My mama took in washing to send us kids to school. She always said no child of hers would grow up to be a fool. And I know she did the best she could with the little bit she had. And her poor old heart would break in two to know I turned out bad. Robbed a bank in Dallas, a pile of mine and me. The judge gave us life and threw away the key. Spend the rest of my days just a doing time. That's the price you pay for a life of crime. Sometimes my mind gets to wandering back to my old hometown and a rundown shack. And late at night, when I lay me down, I cry a tear for Mama and my old hometown.
Boy, that's a beautiful song. That's real fine, man. And that's one of your records, isn't it?
Yes, that's my new record.
I hope you folks will go buy that. That's a real great song. We want you to work up a medley for us, and we'll all be back in just a moment. Stay with us. on the fiddle, Buck on the old 5-string, and Home Sweet Home. Boys, that's real good. Now it's time for our pretty little lady, Miss Norma Jean. Come on out here, young lady, please. Young lady. And how about singing us a song?
I'd like to do kind of an old number, one we have in an album. Here's my version of one of the tunes called Silver Threads and Golden Needles. I don't want your lonely mansion with a chill in every room. All I want is to love you promise beneath the halo moon. But you think I should be happy with your money and your name, and hide myself in sorrow while you play your cheating game. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, for I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine, and I dare not drown my sorrow in the warm glow of your wine. You can't buy my love with money, for I never was that kind. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. Silver threads and golden needles can't patch up this heart of mine.
Thank you, ma'am. Miss Norma Jean and one called Silver Threads and Golden Needles. That answers a whole lot of requests, too, Norma. And thank you, folks, for writing to us. And in case you're wondering where to write to, just write the TV stations that's carrying our show, and just write it in care of the station, and they'll see that we get it. Thanks a lot for writing. Here's one that you asked for, too. Buck, if you'll kick it off, I'm going to feed you now. Got a job last Monday. I hadn't worked in a month of Sunday, and everything was getting hungry, but everything's all right now. So gather round all you children, gather round all you children, gather round all you children, 'cause I'm gonna feed you now. Well, my horses were getting skinny. I'd have fed him if I'd have had any, but I didn't even have a penny, but I'm gonna feed him now. 'Cause I got a job last Monday. I hadn't worked in a month of Sunday, and everything was getting hungry, but everything's all right now. Well, the hogs started to grunt, and the old dog started hunting, and boy, that's really something, but I'm gonna feed them now. So gather round all you children, gather round all you children, gather round all you children, 'cause I'm gonna feed you now. Well, the hens all stopped laying, and the baby chicks started to stray, and the old roosters even a-praying, but I'm gonna feed them now. 'Cause I got a job last Monday. I hadn't worked in a month of Sunday, and everything was getting hungry, but everything's all right now. So gather round all you children, gather round all you children, gather round all you children, 'cause I'm gonna feed you now. I'm gonna feed you now. Gather round all you children and watch this. Thank you very much. Thank you, neighbors, for watching and buying the products that they advertise on our country music show. I want you to know that all of us appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. Right now it comes time for me to introduce an old boy who's always into something, and let's see what he's up to today. Speck Rhodes. Come on here, Speck Rhodes.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm up to about anything, I guess.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm taking after my old Grandpa Wiggins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, he's still pretty spry. We just celebrated his 91st birthday last night.
He did.
Oh, they had the biggest party for him you ever saw. And I asked him after we'd eat supper there, I said, Grandpa, I said, you lived 91 years. I said, now, if you had your life all to live over, would you make the same mistakes you did the first time?
What did he say?
He said, yes, I sure would, but I'd start a whole lot earlier. And I was trying to follow his old footsteps. You know, Uncle Pinch and Aunt Carrie was there, Julius's mom and papa.
Yeah.
You know, the party lasted all night. When they'd get ready to leave the house, why, Aunt Carrie told little Julius, she said, Julius, she said, now, me and your daddy won't be home tonight. She said, now, do you want to sleep in your room alone, or do you want to sleep with the nurse? He stood there and kind of looked at her a little bit, kind of surprised, and then he looked up at his dad and said, what'd you do, Dad? I'm going to sing a rock and roll song. We were really rocking last night. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah, cracking all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah, cracking all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Oh, you said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Oh, you said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. He ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah, cracking all the time. He ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah, cracking all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Oh, he said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. Oh, he said you was high class, well, that was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. He ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah, cracking all the time. He ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah, cracking all the time. He ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine.
Beck, that's real fine. If you'd like to have a picture of that old boy right there, and all the rest of us Wagonmasters, plus a lot of our friends and their families, and a lot of interesting pictures and snapshots, well, here's a book that we have, and it only costs 50 cents. If you'd like to have one, just send 50 cents in an envelope and mail it to Porter Wagoner, Box 404, Nashville, Tennessee. And we'll send you right back one of these books full of pictures, and it also has some songs, and I think you'll enjoy it. Be sure and write your name and address very clearly on it, so we'll be sure and get it back to the right person. Now it's hymn time on the program, and we've asked pretty Miss Norma Jean to sing a real pretty song for you. Here's one I think you'll enjoy her singing called Where the Roses Never Fade.
I am going to a city where the streets with gold are laid, where the tree of life is blooming and the roses never fade.
Thank you. You finally done it, didn't you, you rascal? You know, our guest today is a real great artist, and he records for the United Artists label, so when you go to the record shop, why, look for some of his fine records. Marvin Rainwater. Come back out, Marv. You know, we were talking before the show about reminiscing of old times. We worked so many shows on the road. How about doing us a medley of some of your songs that have been big records for you, would you?
All right.
Okay?
Be a little fun. We'll start off with a little twist on it. It take a whole lot of loving just to keep my baby happy. It take a whole lot of holding, a whole lot of holding her hand. It take a whole lot of loving just to keep my baby happy. But she's a whole lot of woman, ain't she gotta have a whole lot of mind. I gotta go get my baby, whatever she may be. I gotta go get my baby and bring her home. I hate to leave your company, it's jolly as can be, but I gotta go get my baby and bring her home. So you think you got trouble, the more you try, the worse you get. So you think the world don't like you, well, brother, you ain't heard nothing yet. Your pappy was a trader and your mammy was an Indian maid. Your pappy was a trader and your mammy was an Indian maid. We know all about it and we don't want to have to read around, boy. Before sundown, you'd better be out of town. Gonna find me a bluebird, let him sing me a song. 'Cause my heart's been broken. Chase me a rainbow through a heaven of blue, 'cause I'm all through crying.
Hey, I want you to do something just for me, if you will. Do a little bit of Big Bad Tom, would you? About a minute and a half's worth or so.
All
Do
right.
you remember it?
Yeah, I don't know whether we could condense it that much. I'm not liable to get in the doghouse doing a cat song here. Every night in the alley when the moon was high, a big tough cat come a strutting by. Claws on claws like a 10-penny nail. Everybody knew you didn't step on the tail of Big Tom. After daylight, nobody knew where he went, but everybody knew Tom didn't pay no rent. When he passed, everybody made a little bow. If you spoke at all, well, you just said meow to Big Tom. Then came the night on a one-way street when they heard the rumble of 4 big feet. A great big bulldog, a grinning wide, left them all there paralyzed side by side, except Tom. While the rest of them stood there frozen in fear, Big Tom grabbed a mouthful of bulldog's ear. They found Big Tom's body after the clash under 49 cats in a barrel of trash. Big Tom.
Thank you, man. Thanks a lot, Marvin. That's great, boy. I appreciate you doing that. Neighbors, we're going to have to go to the house. Thanks to Marvin, Miss Norma, Jean, all the Wagonmasters. We hope you'll join us next week at the same time. Until then, so long, everybody. Bye now.
This has been the Porter Wagoner Show, a half hour of good country music and fun, brought to you from the home of the Grand Ole Opry.